Hello. Welcome to the today's uh, session, day 5 assignment, 5-day AI agents intensive vibe coding course with Google. So it's the day for completing Unit 5, expect-driven production grade development in the age of vibe coding. So listening to this summary podcast and listening to the white paper, just reading the white paper on spec-driven production grade development in the age of vibe coding and completing code labs. It's optional about deploying and hosting the AI agents on Google Cloud, building a front-end web app and linking it to the cloud-hosted AI agent. So those are the chapters that we are understanding today for the um, 5-day AI agents intensive vibe coding course with Google. So create and deploying an agent for in the Google Cloud. So that's what um, we got to here. And now it's a session on deploying an ADK agent to agent runtime using Agents CLI. The overview of the um, chapter, we have modules um, set up the Google Cloud environment and setting up agents, CLI and ADK skills, creating the agent project, preparing for production deployment, packaging and local verification, deploying to agent runtime, testing the agent, monitoring and observing the production agent, verifying registration in agent registry, then now cleaning up in the cloud console. So it's like deploying an ADK agent. So if we have prepared the local ambient expense agent, we can continue hosting our agent in the Google Cloud and get verify and obtain a graph-based workflow live on agent runtime on Google Cloud. Um, so for completing the code lab, we need an active Google Cloud project with billing enabled and G Cloud SDK software development kit installed and authenticated, and UV package manager installed. Google Anti-Gravity IDE installed. So these setups have been completed in the yesterday's code lab. Now we can proceed on for deploying the agent in the Google Cloud project. Um, this prompt can be pasted in the anti-gravity. If we got anti-gravity client tokens and we can install, we can just copy paste the following prompts in the anti-gravity to get the agent deployed in the Google Cloud. So we can run UVX Google Agents Client setup and Google Agents Client deploy and Google Agents Client workflow directly in the chat. So that's what we can handle in the anti-gravity Clive prompt. So we can prompt the anti-gravity for creating the agent project. Um, the newly installed scaffolding skills to run agent Clive scaffold, creating the expense project, expense agent in the terminal. Then verify and adjust the generated prototype code to ensure the expense agent correctly implements the $100 auto approval threshold and human in the loop review um, flow within its agent development kit graph workflow. So preparing for production deployment, agent runtime is fully managed Google Cloud service that lets deploy, manage, and scale AI agents in production. So managing stateful execution, securing sandboxing, enterprise observability. So scaffold the production deployment files for agent runtime. Testing the agent. Testing my deployed agent runtime engine with two test cases. First, a standard meal expense of $50 to verify automatic approval, and second, a client dinner expense of $150 to verify the human in the loop pass is triggered. So that's the agent functions. We are prompting to the anti-gravity to verify the live deployed engine. We can test the agent manually using the Cloud Console Playground preview. To open the Playground, we can go for the Google Cloud Console, use the navigation menu, agent platform deployments, the deployed agent from the deployed and deployment list. Click the Playground button to open the interactive test chat interface. So where we can just type and we can just um, monitor the deployment progress and packaging and local verification, locking my Python dependencies and run a dry run deployment to check for any configuration or dependency issues. And testing the agent. The SQL queries provides an example for calculating approval ratios. We can prompt the anti-gravity to customize this query for the specific project and BigQuery dataset. So, like verifying the registration in agent registry. Then we are going to clean up. So that's the aggregate analytics, verifying registration in agent registry. When anti-gravity executes this prompt, it runs agent Sky publish Gemini enterprise list in the terminal. This queries the agent registry and lists all registered and Gemini enterprise agents in the project, allowing to confirm that the ambient expense agent is active and discoverable across the organization. Then comes wipe code and deploying a front end for the ADK agent. So verifying the ADK skills. So for ensuring the ADK has loaded the correct ADK skills, configuring the cloud environment, confirm deployed agent and align on objectives, vibe coding a front end dashboard for the expense agent. With the cloud environment configured and agent verified, now we need a mechanism for managers to interact with past agent sessions and approve expenses. When an expense report exceeds the $100 threshold, the ambient expense agent automatically calls execution at a human in the loop request input node and preserves its state within the agent platform session service. So to make these past session actionable, we'll guide anti-gravity to vibe code a standalone fast API web application. It's a popular web framework for building APIs, application processing interfaces with Python. It dynamically queries the session service for pending approvals. We can prompt the anti-gravity for doing this vibe coding the front end dashboard for the expense agent, and we can deploy the dashboard to the cloud run, and we can build the um, topic to complete the event driven architecture. We need the pub or sub ingestion topic to the deployed AI agent by creating a OpenID Connect authenticated push subscription targeting the agent's runtime REST API. Um, pub or can invoke the agent directly. Crucially, configuring this subscription with the no wrapper features instructs and delivers the JSON expense payload. So to guarantee enterprise reliability, we have to configure the acknowledgement deadline and automate routing to the topic after five failed attempts. So we have to review the end-to-end architecture for the agent expense, ambient expense agent workflow, project workflow, event ingestion, management front end. So how we are going to verify and test the agent. So ambient expense agent query API, expense agent greater than $100. Then it paused execution. It activates request input node and um, it wait for the human approval. If it is less than 100, auto approved and instant completion is happened. So triggering an auto approval under $100, trigger a manager escalation for greater than or equal to $100. So we can verify the execution in agent runtime playground. Um, to confirm that your agent currently correctly processed both the manager's approval and rejection decisions, we can inspect the full execution trace in the Google Cloud Console. Open the Google Cloud Console and navigate to the agent platform. In the left navigation panel, select deployments. Click the deployed expense agent instance to open its management dashboard. Navigate to the sessions. Here, to see the all recent sessions in invocations. Um, so we are just testing the session corresponding to the Ally's expense report, and we are inspecting the execution graph and verifying the ADK request input. um, the tool call successfully received the approved true response from the Cloud Run dashboard, allowing the agent to complete its final approval workflow. So, in this session, we have learned about vibe coding a standalone manager dashboard, creating an asynchronous event pipeline, deployed and wired the dashboard to Cloud Run. So, this is the ambient expense agent. Um, we can deploy it to the Cloud Run and review the end-to-end architecture, and we can inspect the execution graph and verify the um, output, and check the agent's